Regulatory clarity is going to be a key narrative for this upcoming bull market, particularly around XRP. Well, Stuart Aldertree dropping an absolute truth bomb at an interview today, as well as the latest with RLUSD, and fundamentally, what is John Deaton doing with Gary Gensler? We're going to break down all of that and how it relates back to your XRP holdings. So make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Let's get into it. So before we kind of get into the Stuart Aldertree situation, I wanted to sort of come back and cover this. Everyone knows John Deaton is a pretty heavy pro XRP supporter. Not many people understand why and ultimately what the narrative is, and probably the sentiment of why he's going to try and run for the Senate. Now remember, he is up against Elizabeth Warren, or as they like to call her now, 75 basis points Warren. But this is very interesting because his agenda is clear. He is going after Gary Gensler, as well as many others, by the way. Tom Emner and a couple of others are requesting some information. But it says here, breaking, John Deaton claims SEC intentional misconduct cost XRP holders $15 billion, vowing to fight for investor compensation. What's this in relation to? Well, the reality is we talked about this previously, but the SEC's case against Ripple, specifically against the XRP token, ultimately they came out and said they may well have got it wrong. Now, don't be misguided here. XRP was on an absolute rally. It was a big deal. It was the newest, hottest thing, aligned to institutional investment and much more, and was significantly rallying. All of a sudden, slapped with a pretty heavy fine, court case, and dragged for the last 4 years. Ultimately, within that, people that invested at the top lost a huge amount of money. For the SEC then to come out and say we may well have got it wrong, and it's actually Ripple that was the issue, not specifically the token. So this whole narrative around John Deaton trying to get into the Senate, I think we're going to see a real battle here. And I do believe if he gets his way, Gary Gensler is out. Now, don't forget, Donald Trump, paying in Bitcoin tonight at a bar in New York, has vowed to get rid of Gary Gensler. This could be super bullish, not for only for the markets, but could be the big catalyst to send XRP to all of those crazy prices that a lot of people believe. But what's the big narrative today? Well, Stuart Aldertree was talking specifically at the Sarson Center for Financial Markets and Policy, and he was talking around regulatory clarity and what that looks like when it's lifted versus Ripple. Now, interestingly, we've got a 14-second clip that I'm going to roll for you now, but ultimately what he believes is coming, and more importantly, how directly that relates to Ripple.
And hopefully when this regulatory cloud is lifted and we get some policy clarity in the US, we will then be the most trusted source for enterprise support for crypto solutions in the US.
So what I think is interesting there is the fact that he talks about the most trusted source for enterprise support for crypto solutions in the US. Now, there's a lot of people that sit on the opposite side of being pro XRP, and the reality is they believe the team's dumping on it, they believe they're selling tokens, they believe that they're absolutely just not invested in the longer term prospects of what XRP is all about. But for Stuart Aldertree to come out publicly and say this is exactly what they're going to do, and to be able to put that statement out of being the most trusted source for enterprise support for crypto solutions in the US, ultimately tells you two things. One, the SEC is going nowhere near this again, and more importantly, they are absolutely delivered on being a not only local and national cryptocurrency for all, but a global enterprise, a solution for cross-border payments. We talked about it yesterday in my update video, how that's going to link back into the BRICS countries. Very interesting indeed. And I actually think we're going to see more and more of this as this plays out. And I think it only looks worse and worse on Gary Gensler. Now, you combine that with RLUSD that's going to come soon, Ripple all of a sudden becomes this powerhouse where it has this native token aligned to some complete use case. And you might be thinking, hold on a minute, 2bit, there's a lot of stable coins. Why RLUSD? Well, think about this. It's a $100 billion stable coin market. And you have something like PayPal, their PYUSD, that came out probably 6 months ago, already at $1 billion. Revolt bringing theirs out, as well as Ripple's RLUSD. And this is all about security and transparency on the blockchain, of which they can offer stability pegged to traditional fiat currencies like the USD or the European Union coin. Very interesting as this all plays out. And again, more importantly, it does for me put Ripple in a very different position, aligned to financial institutions, global system payments, and much, much more. So what's going on with the chart? Well, you may notice here on my chart, I have some sell zones and buy zones, and this is the software from Trade Assist. There is a link in the description for this, allowing you to trade more effectively on all your positions in cryptocurrencies and Forex. They offer bullish momentum as well as buy zones, sell zones, and bearish momentum, allowing you to make the best decisions possible for your cryptocurrency trades. They offer a premium service and a basic one, depending on where you are on a skill level for your trading. But if you are interested in this, there is a link in the description. Go and check it out, sign up for it, and you can be trading in just a second. But you're going to need an exchange. Check out MEXC down there. They offer up to 200x leverage if you want to go and trade futures as well. There is a link. Obviously, you get new bonus signups and much, much more. For Trade Assist and MEXC, a partnership that any trader would be pleased to have. But what's going on with the price of XRP? Well, look, in the shorter term, as Trade Assist is telling us, we are in a bullish move. You can see here the bullish momentum to the upside in the 4-hour chart, which is very, very good news indeed, and continuing above all of these key support levels. RSI divergence is also pushing up to the upside, so this could signify a strong move. Bitcoin at 1.5%, looking very good today on the back of those Fed rate reductions. Can only be a good thing. We're going to keep very close to this. This is the number we're looking for, 62.67. Put that in your diary, because if we break that, I think Ripple's on its way to 70 cents, and as people predict, $1 very soon. If Bitcoin hits 100k by the end of the year, I'd expect at least a $1 XRP, maybe even a little bit more. But as always, let me know what you think about it in the comments down below. Let me know what you think of the Elizabeth Warren and John Deaton thing. Very interested to get your thoughts on it. As always, hit the like and subscribe button for more. But we'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much. See you soon. Bye-bye.